Another very interesting application of the NumPy library is statistics. NumPy has a large number of probability distributions from which we can extract samples. For example, if we need a sample from a Chi-Square probability distribution, we can simply call the Chi-Square function on the random number generator object and give it as arguments the degrees of freedom for the Chi-Square distribution that we need and the number of samples that we want to generate. We press Shift and Enter, and now we have our sample. Let's see it visually using a histogram plot from the Seaborn library. Let's write KDE equals true so that it makes the line for the probability density function, and here it is. As you know, it's a sample generated using a Chi-Square probability distribution with 10 degrees of freedom. We can also extract samples from a Poisson distribution with the function called, obviously, Poisson. We give it a value for lambda, 5 in this case, and we want to generate 10,000 samples. And now let's show it visually with a histogram. We set the number of bins to 15 so that it groups the samples in 15 bins, and we execute this line. As you can see, these are samples consistent with a Poisson probability distribution of lambda equal 5. Finally, we're going to extract samples from a normal distribution. We can do that calling the normal method on the random number generator. Let's give it the values 20 and 3 for the mean and the standard deviation, and we want to generate 1,000 samples. Okay. Now let's create the histogram. We set KDE equal to true so that it generates the probability density function, and we execute this cell. Here it is. Let's check out the mean and the standard deviation of the sample that we just generated. We can do that calling the mean method on the sample array generated, which is available on all numerical arrays. And the standard deviation, we can check it using the std method. Well, as you can see, the mean value of the sample generated is close to 20, and the standard deviation is close to 3. NumPy also has some statistical functions, like finding out a specific quantile in a sample of data. Let's use this function to check the median of the normal sample. We're going to call the quantile function and give it 0.5. And as we expect, the median is close to the average. Because as we know, in a normal distribution, the mode, the median, and the mean all have the same value.